So I remember getting back to this stuff in 2017, where me and another person have been used in the pyramids as a sacrifice. So what I always have remembered since 2017, I just put another piece together and it all fit, and I can't even believe. So I know there's a male that has also been taken and used as well. So we are these two pieces, I guess. Anyway, I'll go through the experience. So I remember being a consciousness being transported during this one experience, coming out of what seems like an airport. I'm a consciousness, so it feels really weird. So you're not walking, you almost feel like you're a handbag that someone's sort of carrying along, but they're not holding you, sort of hovering next to them. So I remember that. The person that I was next to that was controlling me was Nigel Lovegrove. It was kind of an airport facility, no one around, small, private, secluded. We were heading to a plane, like an airstrip kind of thing, and I do remember there was someone else being brought out after me. Like, I've got this feeling that I'm being loaded onto a plane, but there's also somebody else who's coming out, the same thing. Then, other pieces of the puzzle are, there's this YouTuber that I have on my subscription list that I've maybe watched once. Like, yeah, if anyone looks at their subscription list, you probably hardly have ever, you know what I mean, you can watch these people. So I watched this person once, and funnily enough, caught the one where she mentions planes were coming in. And I'm assuming she's in Egypt, this person. Trying to think of her name. Joya knows, I think it is. But yeah, I'm assuming she's Egyptian or is in Egypt, because I remember her looking out the window during this reading, this tarot reading, and saying, oh, the planes are coming in. And my higher being just went, boom, something is happening here that you are involved in, right? These planes went to Egypt with my consciousness and this male as well. They're telling everyone it's something different than what it is, so that they can hide the actual truth of who these people are. They want other people showing up and representing in their skin. So they don't want me and this person to be claiming our own destiny, our own identity. They want us squirreled away. They've siphoned us, they've raped us, they've used us to produce a fake world that they can corral people into that is basically a shithole and a harvesting centre. But they've used us to lure people into that. When I say used us, they use frequencies. They can tap into you. I mean, I've been raped energetically. That's how they use your frequencies. So yeah, they've used us to corral people into this. During that experience as well, I also remember coming up the side of a pyramid, and I'm still a consciousness, like a bowl of me. It's really kind of weird when you become present in that moment when you're being transported. And that's literally what it is when you're having these experiences. You are becoming present in that moment, like, because you probably need to. So this other part of it, I'm standing on the side of a pyramid. My consciousness is being pulled up the side of a pyramid. There's about 2 or 3 people with me. And then as we get to the top of the pyramid, we move into the middle, right into the middle. And standing out, like overlooking the landscape from the pyramid. And I look to my left, and there's a person, it's him, you know, my counterpart or whoever is being used. But he is kind of strapped onto a thing, like Hannibal Lecter kind of style. You know what I mean? Like he's standing up, but he's strapped onto something. I don't know what that represents, but that's just how he appeared to me. And it didn't feel like the same as me. But yeah, Aubrey Marcus, been watching him for a while, picking up little tidbits of information that he's been putting down, and none of it actually made sense, but I kept it. I knew that there was some sort of interest there, so I kept watching certain things that came up that I thought were relevant. And yeah, lo and behold, lots of information came through. Lots of little hints as to who that person is and how he's been involved in this as well. He was actually someone who presented themselves directly after they unplugged my sexual cord from my son's universe, and then I heard a loud explosion. Yeah, I can barely even. I'm talking about this, but I'm not. Okay. Yeah, he made an appearance then. Him and his wife were sitting back. Directly after that, I felt myself lifted up, like lifted, I guess, off of the ground somehow. I become present, and I see him and his wife like laying back like fat fucking troll pigs. He's smoking a cigar and laughing. My son did come back from his father's one day with a massive cigar burn in the middle of his back. After that explosion, this is a moment that's very hard to discuss. This is a moment where you destroy, you know what I mean? This is like, yeah, endgame kind of stuff. Worst torture a child has ever seen in this actual galaxy or universe. Worst torture ever experienced when it's a planetary. He was 10 years old. And so the minute I become present and I see them sitting back, my higher being screams out for immediate, you know, we want to speak immediately, you know what I mean? Like, and he puts me down. He says, yeah, and okay, yeah, like placates to me, and then I'm out. The only reason this person has had so much power to do this is because everybody's given it to them. Everybody has given them more and more and more and more until they're fat, greedy pigs. And these people are torturing us to death, and they're giving people the option. Oh, you know, do you just want to, like, you know, end it all sort of thing, and we'll take you. So this piece of trash has got bigger and fatter and greedier. And once you get to that stage, consuming is just it becomes psychopathy. And this thing it'll consume everything till there's nothing left. So, yeah, I don't know if you can hear what's going on with all the vibrations and noises in the background. Still under the belief that 3i Atlas is over us, lifting us and dropping us down, and basically there's tunnels all under the ground. They've grifted everybody here in Adelaide. My entire family has been robbed blind. They worked so hard their entire lives, have never shit on anyone. Actually, nursing industry is, a lot of my family work in the nursing industry. Helping people. So, you know, good people that were actually doing something of benefit here for everybody. Yeah, specifically George Cavassilis and Michael Sala have definitely been involved at a higher level. I think they've been taken and been used. I'm not sure what's happened to their originals because I know when I first started watching them, they were not the same people, and even energetically totally different. And that's kind of what we're facing here is the narrative is that there are doppelgangers in the sense that we've got AI intelligences running around doppelganging us, and the originals are squirreled away here being siphoned and used to power them. So that's one of the narratives as well. But all of this is plausible as, and I just wait to put pieces together while I'm being tortured to death. I don't know how many more days I've got till my spine breaks. I'm being crushed to death. They are saying that they've taken the entire Australian military and infected them with AI consciousness. The police have been surrounding us in a massive ring. I don't know if they're letting people in. People are yelling out, they're not letting people in. So they're protecting these dirty ferals, basically, that are raping all of us. These are good people, our people with families. I feel their energy. These are people of gold. And unfortunately, they've plugged my heart, and I have a million cords coming out of me. If anyone can see energetic cords, they'd wonder why I'm still standing. My auntie and uncle are good, hard-working people, and I love them very much, very much. A lot of people do, and they wanted to help me through this situation. And knowing that no one's going to give me a house, and it was a struggle for me and Jet before they took Jet off of me and framed me, and have indoctrinated him into a prostitution ring. Now Sarah has. From the beginning, no one even believed what was going on. No one wanted to believe it. And yeah, they've targeted them and threatened them and robbed them for everything. My auntie, I heard her across the road here. Can't even see. There's a house across there. They just shut everything down. I don't know if you can hear that massive vibration, but the second that I put my camera up, they shut everything down. They call it put the covers over things, which means so that nobody can view. And I hear it. I don't know if I'm hearing into the other realms, but yeah, they put the cover over. They've done it with schools, they've done it with hospitals, they've done it with everywhere that I've ever been, so that nobody can view the actual truth about who I am. They want this other person to take my identity as a divine feminine planet, actually. Yeah, I am a planet, I found out. Go figure. And yeah, that's what's happening. I'm being mined at a massive level. But this is the thing, it's going to be someone else will come out with that, and it's going to be like those boy bands that they put together. Do you know what I mean? Perfect little, puff thing that makes sense and fits, and everything fits, and people eat it up. That's what it's going to be. Instead of actual reality, I mean, someone who comes here to do good things is probably going to hide, not be so, like, out there. So my Auntie Sandra was in the house across the road there. I'll get back to that before I stop this. I heard her, and I heard someone bring her in and saying, you know, you're a nurse, and she's like, yes. It's like, from what I could gather, they gave her a sample of what this stuff can do to infect people. And whether we're talking about black goo, which is a serious issue here, and is the reason that I sent out a distress call out beyond, like, this universe even, because this gets out and it eats everything. So that was basically what my distress call was about. So they've brought her in there and told her, you know, we just want to show you how dangerous this can be for research purposes. And she seemed to be going along with it. And then I heard, now wake Auntie Sandra up, and I hear, you know, some kerfuffle, and she's sort of shocked and horrified, like, oh my God, you know, that she almost did something like under hypnotism. Do you know what I mean? Like, she almost did something that she wouldn't normally do, and she was shocked. She was like, no. Yeah, I do understand how serious this is. They've been using people all over here, using them. I don't even care if this is part of the psyop or if it's not, because these people are disgusting, and you would never even act this out. You would never even act it. I don't care. If someone paid me a freaking $1 billion to act like a pedo, I'm sorry, you're going to be walking, like, at the least. So they came towards my auntie and uncle because they knew they were going to support me and help me out of this situation, so that I might be able to actually fight this pedophile ring that trafficked Jet and other kids from 2017 onwards, is when I became involved as a target. So they asked me to clean their car once, so I've gone up there, and they've put a cover over this so it can't be read, because there was a home invasion and children were abused. I don't know if they're all okay. I don't know if these people are alive, but these two, Sarah and Paul, or whoever they are, this stupid blonde mutt who's about 5 foot high or whatever, and there's a guy with her. These two are the ones that have trapped me and are siphoning me and are going to use me. Because, yeah, I remember being in my divine aspect, and they've come in and they've basically tied the hands of the creators of the construct. And I'm flying around the room, and, yeah, she's basically like, hey, I'm going to take everything. So, yeah, it does appear that we are very energetically appealing to other beings, races, because of who we are and the fact that we're like multi-special. I don't even know how to put it. Also, emotions, empathic abilities and capabilities are extremely powerful, and they harness that energy. This trafficking mutt that is going to take on my identity as a victim was at the house. In fact, or at least I think it's her, was at the house with this guy. And they were down the road corralling for donations for people. I even heard her say this girl's lost her eye. And that's why she wears her hair over it. And I have a fringe that covers my eye. So I don't know if that's what she was talking about, but the whole duration, she's looking at me, she's talking about me. Oh wow, did you... Every time I touch on this, it's so obvious. Yeah, they start messing with my voice, and this is what a consciousness attachment is. It can push you. Heads are going to roll. No one has any right to do that. Never infect someone's conscious. Never. Like, no one has any right. That is like way higher level. So I've told these people many times, they're under like observation. I can't even believe they would think that they could actually be getting away with this, that no one's watching them, like outside of the construct. This person thinks that everything, that he knows everything that exists. He literally thinks he owns everybody. The one who's been running this shit show thinks he owns everybody. You should hear the way it speaks to people. As if, they're nothing but a pair of sneakers to him. They've been setting people up as pedophiles by infecting their consciousnesses and making them do things. And that'd be the best way, wouldn't it? To keep your hands nice and clean, make some money, and never even have an energetic imprint, which is bullshit. Because if you've had your hand in it, you've had your hand in it, and it's going to be seen. This is what I'm trying to tell them from the very beginning. It's like you can infect these people, but everyone still sees you've infected them. They keep trying to get me to think about people, flash people up. I can't even listen to music now. Music's kind of ruined. They were getting in through the music, I think. I don't know how. I don't watch anything because this was transferred through the eyes. And Paul was out there transferring it. And he was also transferring it through my side as well. So I've been completely shoved to the background while someone else has been speaking on my behalf and representing me, and even using my voice from what I'm hearing. Even actually using my voice, my frequencies, everything. So yeah, I think I just shoot these little videos to speak. There's no one at all that I speak to. There's no one in my life, so I'm not getting that social, thing. I'm not able to be who I am for anybody. So yeah, I'm definitely 100% sure that there's a group that is connected to this, and there's also a narrative that they've jumped these bodies, they've sort of like left. That doesn't mean they're going to leave some, moron in these bodies. They're going to be very convincing, and But yeah, I was sitting here where there was a experience where two black things kind of flew up, and this was when things were heating up, and apparently it was Aubrey Marcus and his wife saying, "Well, I'll leave you all with it. We found a couple of other two suckers to take on their bodies." And these people have created shadow realms, and basically, being a creator, I created a lot of like really gorgeous stuff. It was consciously fueled environments where the people were in control of the environment, and their energy sustained it. And it was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Like some of the things that I was coming up with. And of course, they were foaming at the mouth. They were literally foaming at the mouth. They were sweaty pigs, like getting all this down for what they wanted. As I was creating this beauty that, I hoped my son and other kids could live in. They are pigs. Actual pigs. So they've used all of that creation, and they've used all of the frequencies as well to kind of like get people jizzed up and sparked up about it. And yeah, subdue them. Nobody wants to look at this doom and gloom and horror. Let's look over here, that kind of mentality. Low intellect. Problems don't go away, and you can't really run away from them. And I don't know if anyone really wants to live in a place where people are happy turning their heads while kids are being abused. I know I don't really want to be around those kind of people. And yeah, I think kids deserve better. So no, they're not ever going to make me complicit in anything. They wanted to debilitate me so that they can make me complicit, and then I would be basically sacrificing myself and all my creations, I guess, planetary creations, which is why they've been pushing for suicide for a very long time. This person has grifted everybody with all this betting stuff. Basically robbed everyone blind. They knew all along. This was all orchestrated. Absolutely all orchestrated. I guess the main thing is confused about why nobody's come in to do anything. Why is nobody acting on this? Surely people know. Surely the president knows. Surely other people know. Why hasn't anyone done anything about this? These kids are being tortured. That's on your head.